Hey guys, Susanna here. I'm back for the next part of this putting my book together. What I've done here, I just thought I'd show you. I usually get a bit of fairly thickish cardboard, and then I put the width of that in there, so it sort of makes, see, that's now the same level. Then I just get tape and I put tape on there, so that's how I prep a lot of my books. I know that Rachel, she uses fabric like linen, like linen fabric that you can use in there, which works too. So everybody is just a little bit different. So okay, so what I have done, since you saw me last time, I have stitched. So I'm going to show you how I did this part. So I've stitched it all these down. I'm still working on this last piece. No, that's being stitched down. This one's being done around the outside, and I've done some across. I just find little pieces. I'm just going to go across that. And then I've got two more to put on there, and I think I've got a last page which I might make a page and put down, whose page was who. So this one here, what I did is I just got I just sewed it across like there, like these pieces like this. Hang on, just sit down for a sec. Now this is the first page. You know how you do that, so that's going to be going in there. That'll probably be cut off. So that's my first page, and they've been sewn together. I'm going to be, the reason why I've sewed this down just with a cream is because I want to do something like what Rachel's done here, because that was part of the collaboration that when I got her piece, it was in this, and I really liked it. So I've just got all the bits and pieces and cut them with my pinking shears in different colours and all that kind of stuff, which I will be putting along the edge here like that. And having it pre-sewn is going to work, because we can only do, say that and that, can only do a page at a time. So I'm going to do the top and the bottom. I may leave this like that. I was actually thinking of making little tabs on there, like what Sarah has done, and then on this one I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, so I know, and then at the back I'll just put 1 Sarah's block, 2 is Anne's, 3 is Loretta's, 4 is Rachel's. So and then I'll have that part of that last block. So what I did in order to do that is I just got my pins, and I'll show you. Because there's that crease there, so you start at that crease. Now this one is going to be the same. This is why you pre-iron. I'm going to be doing the same here. The best thing to do is actually go like that. This is the one that you pin down first in a way. Okay, because it's going to go from there. Seems a bit funny, I know. Okay, this is just how I'm doing it. Doesn't have to be that's not set in stone. Okay, so there's the crease there. So I'm going to go down so I know to start, and I'm just going to sew just right on the edge, basically just holding it together, because when we put this on, we'll be doing a couple of running stitches a bit further down. But by doing this, it's just keeping it in place, so it's not going to move. And anything, all the stitching and everything that you've done is all in between. So that's why this method is good, because you don't see anything that you've used to stitch there. Okay, see, that's where it's ended. It's got a little bit of a crinkle, so we need to pull, and that's where I'll end here. Oh, with a big smack of the lips. Now this one's a little bit more frayy, that's okay. And you know, some of the bits will see, I looked at this and I'm like, oh, put it on crooked, so I'll just make sure that I use, you know, bigger bits for that. And some of them may only just reach to there, but it doesn't matter. It's just utilising the fabrics that I've got and creating them to be looking good. So now that's being sewn together, and I'm still busy sewing this, so I'll leave it. So I'm going to hop on the machine, and then I'll have 2 pages sewn together. I'll be back. It's kept quite thick. Okay, I'm back again. So I just trimmed that off just because it was quite dangly, and I'm going to actually utilise this bit, because I'm going to do, here I've got my little stamps of numbers, and I'm going to do 1 to 6. So which I'll use on the little tabs. So what I did, see, it's not sewn in between that bit, but these bits are down, okay, because this is where this bit here, that middle bit is where we're going to sew, and that'll be hand done, which we will attach to, you know, I want to do either through the book and then cover this part here, or I'll do it on a false back. I'll just have to wait and see at this point. So yeah, just sewn along there, sewn along there. Some of it actually, so because it was a little bit big, but that's okay. So I'll just start with, I've still got more of this to do. It's going to look really good. I love the way it's just so thick and textural. I love it. So I'll start on, pull that back down, move this out of the way actually, give me, there we go, and let me sit down. Now I've got my pinking shears out. She just had a raw edge, and I love that look that she's done. She's just done 2 stitches along there, so that's probably what I'll do. So I've got I'll start on this. It's a bit cumbersome. Now I did have some picked out already. I think this little piece, maybe that one, and it was one of these, and it might have been, can't remember, one of these ones. Anyway, well, they start, I'm going to start it on there. And so, yeah, so because I like that, because I like, you sort of want to look that it matches on the other side. It's going like that. Then my pins. Pins. Pin them down. Then I think we had this bit here. There's that last bit. Thought I wanted a bit of colour on that one. I'm going to do it over. Was it this one? I think it might have been that one. Okay. Go a bit over might need smaller pins for this actually. There we go. And then might give it a bit of a crease. Probably might pay when you get your pieces of fabric. I did them sort of roughly just to give it a finger press. Roughly a thing, that way you can stick it over the top and it's got an even amount either side. That wax. That's better. Now this one. Just do that. So that goes on the edge. And then got that there. And I don't mind that, you know, that's a little bit shorter. It's going to be a little bit shorter there, and so it looks good that way as well. That's really cute. Yeah, it's a bit shorter on there because I wanted it to be a little bit longer up here. I didn't finger press that. That would have helped. Okay. So what we're going to do, got my thread. I mean, you don't even have to do this. You probably, if you wanted to, you could just leave it because it's in the cream cotton and it's got, you know, it's fine. But I just thought, since I've got all this extra fabric, it would be nice to do something a little bit nicer. Now I am a right-handed person, so I'm going to start here. Make sure that you get through all the edges. Now let's hope I'm in camera. Yep, I will go over a little bit. And because we are going, and you'll be able to see it on both sides, it may pay to, you know, make it so that it looks, check it, that it looks okay on both sides. This side won't be as looking good as this front bit. They never do. I mean, you can go on it on the machine, it'll look good both ends in, but this is a slow stitch collab after all, so I thought massive big long piece, it would be good to do it by hand. And I mean, this is huge for me. The fact that they're not even sewn together, they're just stitched over, and that's how she's done it. And I like it. I'm learning to appreciate that things are, but I would like to hold that down. So I'm going to hold that little bit down and go back underneath. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing, it will look better on one end than on the other. Actually, that's what this is for. Yes, what not to do. You see how it looks crooked on that side? If I do, you know, that I am going to, I want it to look good on both sides. So that's why you almost need to do one stitch at a time. Okay, stitch to tell that it's not going to be crooked on the other side. And because it's only, you know, that amount, and we haven't got a mass amount of pages, it should be okay. Okay. Put that a little higher. So it needs a big one. Now, I'm going to have to jump up a tad, and that'll just catch that bottom part of this side. It'll be higher on the other side. See? And just catching it on this side. Okay. Yep. Right. It's getting lunchtime, I think, because my tummy's letting me know it's hungry. Yeah. I can see why she's done the two, because it really does need it, I think, just to hold it down. Where are we? Okay. Whoop. Make sure that's, and I'm using this cream because the calico is cream and it's a neutral color, and it's quite a bit of cream in this. That was one of the colors that I picked. Excuse me. Okay, so it's gonna go there, and do one more stitch to hold that down, and then I'm just gonna do a tiny little one and then come up here, I think. Now, okay, I might double back just to hold that down, and then come in underneath. Oop. There we go. Sorry, bringing it close to me, and I'm getting all sorts of stuff stuck to me. Okay. There we go. So it's going to look a little bit wonky on the top, on the back. of this side. Oh, well, at least it gets even distribution. So I'll fold it over and hopefully it'll look good both ways. Definitely got a slow stitch appeal about it, that's for sure. There we go. And that's why I have pre-stitched it down, because it makes it so much easier. It's not going to move. I mean, if you're confident, you probably don't have to do it, but yeah, definitely. There we go. Just going to hold that down. It feels a little faster on the other way because it's already mostly down. So okay, I like it. So what I'll do is I'll just have a look at how long I've been filming for. And I've got to do that on all the pages, so I'm just showing you the one. Do that across. I might even just needs to be held down. I'm going to come over twice. Okay. Yep. Once the camera is not on, I think I'll probably enjoy this process a little more. Okay, and there we go. I think I might just sew it off. Yeah. Now, what I would like to do, everything's sticking to me. Okay, well, that looks rather cute, so I like it that way, and it looks nice that way, and it doesn't matter if it's going up and down a bit wonky. That's just, if you look at what she's done here, that's what it looks like, and I love it. It's just really, really good. Okay, so that's what we've got there, and I'm going to cut that off. And 23, I reckon I could probably show you how I want to do a tab. See, it's even a bit bigger on one side than it is on the other. I'll probably put a tab. Okay, what we want to do is look, tab. How big do we want it? It's probably too big. Look about that. We'll see how we go, and I wouldn't mind sticking a button on there as well. So what I was thinking, something like that, but I want to put another bit of fabric on there as well. If you looked at Sarah's video, she actually showed you at the start of the Roxy's Journal of Creation thing, where she did her tabs. How far in? If I do that, have a look at the book. Do I want to be able to see it in the book or not? It may be a bit smaller. We'll figure out the right size. I think that's pretty good. So then I've got the measurements. I'll at least have this one to go by. There we go. Cool. So that's the size of the next one. Now, maybe get a nice bit of fabric. Something pretty. That's quite nice. I'll cut it in half. Because I do want to see the number. Maybe what I should have done is gotten this and gone in half that way. That would have been smarter because I've got to get these. And that will sit better on the okay. 1. There's me 2. There we go. Okay, ink. I'm gonna go black. And then grab tissue. Ugh. And grab a piece of, oh, that's nice. Okay, so we need to get a normal piece that size, and then we'll put the calico on the top of that. There we go. Sorry. If I do it this way, it's that bit of pink, it needs that bit of pink on that side. So grab me little thread, and I've also got little bits and pieces here from that were part of the kit as well. You want to make it look pretty. Okay, have it coming off a little bit. Okay, then where are we? That's a little dot. We'll get number 1, and I've got to be careful because I always do it down here. Actually, see, everything needs to be done the other way around. Okay, so number 1, and I'm going to leave the little edging, needs to go on this side, and number 2 needs to go on the other side. Is it the right way? Yes. These are the same lettering that I used on when I did my what was it? The Christmas thing. Okay, so that's where that's going to go. And we've got a little bit of lace, but I want to see that pink, so I'm going to just do that. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to stick this on with a bit of glue. Be careful of my mat. This is which way? Probably have that hanging over. So it's sort of almost like an edging. You'll see why I'm doing it in a minute, because I want to stick that on there. Might have a dollop of glue in the middle just to hold that down. And have that over the top there. Still want to see that pink. And then we're going to stitch it down. And when I do go down, it will catch it a little bit. So I'm just going to do a very small running stitch. And I might even have a little button when I put it together as well, because they're always nice. Tiny little running stitch holding that down. So I'll go off camera and finish. I've got to finish other bits and pieces, so that then the next one will probably be the last one, where I show you how I put it together in the actual book, and maybe put some lace and whatever. Oop. I have that over there. Sturdy. Trouble when you're working with tiny pieces. Not always easy. Okay. Because I want to catch some of that lace just in case the glue didn't get it. To hold down. Okay. Then go down. I might leave that in there because I'm going to put a button there. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I may have to stick it on top. What I can probably do for now, this is fabric craft glue, so it's not like I'm not using the proper stuff. If you've seen some of my bits and pieces in previous channels, you know that I do use it. Okay, I'm just going to do it on one side. Yep, I'll do it on the other side as well. Not a massive amount, but I think it's getting thick and running out. So enough to, what I'm going to do is I'll come out just there with the thread. Here we go. put it over the top and hold that down. And the reason why I've put the thread there like that, just gets that. I may go around it, is because I'm going to get a button. What have we got? We've got some pink ones up there too, but just grabbing one at hand. Actually, that probably wasn't the best idea. I might have that coming out there, and then I'm going to hand stitch it on using this thread. That will work. And I'm going to come back with a button or a bit of lace or something like that to stitch it together. There we go. I might just stitch it this way. And because it's fairly thick, it's not gonna go through. It'll stitch down that way. I'm was it as what's her name would say, the seat of your pants crafter, Wendy. And then there I'm going to do a running stitch, catching both ends. There we go. So remember, when you do your numbers, you know, you've got to think when you're folding it over, do the opposite, don't do what I did. See, I always say I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Okay, and I'll do a bit of a running stitch going down here. It's probably going to be a fairly long video, but oh well, at least you're learning something. Coming through here and go across in and through this. It's a little awkward, but oh well. As long as it's being held down. To be honest, go through there, and then I've got to stitch this one down. I stitched it in on the two side, but I need to do it on the one side. This video is getting rather long. Sorry guys. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay, well you got the drift, and I might have a smaller button. I think maybe a tiny little couple of buttons that I will pick, and if I get similar size, I could probably stitch them on either side, like one that side, and when you stitch it through, and you stitch like double button. There is in that little pack, I think I had a yellow button, so that's what I'll do. So there you go guys. So I'll be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and it's probably going to take a little bit, and I've got other stuff I'm doing too. So there's my little tab, and I thought I might number this page too. I'll just put one. I'm going to do it on the very last page. I'm going to do the stamps, and then put one cover page, two, you know, and then I'll put their channels and everything. It's for my my own reference, so that when I am old and grey and I look at it, I can remember whose it was. So there you go. I think that's rather cute. And then we have a button on that side. Okay guys, well thank you very much for watching. I hope this made sense of what you need to do. I've got to continue to do this bit, but I thought I'd just film me creating that and the tab, and so they will have a tab, that will have a tab, and so on. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.